Very good morning everyone. Welcome back to the another session of our subject, that is computer organization and architecture, and over here we are going to complete the first unit in this lecture. The topic flip-flop, right? In the previous lecture only we have started the first type of flip-flop, that is SR flip-flop. So let us understand the next flip-flop, that is called D flip-flop. Now see, D flip-flop is based on the SR flip-flop only. There is a slight modification in the SR flip-flop. So those students who have not clear with the concept of flip-flop or with the SR flip-flop, they need to refer the previous video. Then and then only you are able to understand our this particular session. So D flip-flop, JK flip-flop and T flip-flop, these three flip-flop we are going to understand in this particular session. So you are only able to understand if previous session is properly clear, right? So there is a slight modification in SR flip-flop. In SR flip-flop you have two input variables, right? But over here it is a D flip-flop. So you have only one input variable which can be represented using D. D flip-flop has a slight modification of the clocked SR flip-flop. In the clocked SR flip-flop, it is converted to a D flip-flop by inserting an inverter between S and R and assigning the symbol D to the single input. So let me show the logical diagram of SR flip-flop first, and then we will compare it with the D flip-flop, that what are the changes they have made inside D flip-flop, right? So let us switch to the SR flip-flop logical diagram. In this particular diagram, there are two input variable. One is represented by variable R and another is represented by variable S, right? So over here we have two input variable, but in the D flip-flop we have only one input variable, that is D. So now what we will do, the cable of D we will reuse in the second AND gate. Is that clear to everyone? Then what is the second change? We need to put inverter over here. Inverter means NOT gate. That we need to put over here. So only there is the change, two changes we need to apply in the given circuit, this circuit. Number one, instead of R and S, what we need to do? We need to declare only a single variable, that is called variable D. After that, you need to apply inverter in the first AND gate and you will pass a simple value in the second AND gate. Only this change is there. And instead of S and R, you just need to have D as a input variable. And clock pulse is there because it is a flip-flop. So clock pulse you need to compulsory pass. Now let me share the D flip-flop graphical symbol and logical diagram. From this particular point, a clocked SR flip-flop is converted to the D flip-flop by inserting an inverter. See, we have inserted NOT gate over here. So we have inserted NOT gate over here between S and R and assigning symbol D as a single input. So over here, instead of passing variable S and R in individual gate, What we need to do, we just need to pass one inverter over here, and we can take a cable of D variable, and as a input of second AND gate we need to pass it, and clock will be passed in both the gate. So over here only one input variable, which is represented by variable D. Clear? Now see, truth table of D flip flop is given over here. Now see, D is a single variable, right? So for single variable there is only one possible combination, that is 0 and 1. Now QT means present state. So when there is a D flip flop, at that time present state would be like D only. That means if D equals to 0, at that time the present state is 0. If D is 1, at that time present state is 1. And over here we have the description that 0 means what? Clear to C or 0. And over here 1 means what? S means set to 1. QT refers present state, QT plus 1 refers the next state. So this is the truth table of D flip flop. It is based on SR only, but in SR flip flop we have two input variable. With D flip flop we have only a single input variable. But what you need to do, you need to insert inverter in between S and R, and only one input variable you need to use as a flip flop, as a input variable, that is variable D. And for two input variable you have only two possible conditions, number 1 0 and number 2 1. So when 0 and 1 occurs, at that time the current state would be 0 and 1 only. 0 stands for clear and 1 stands for set. QT represents current state, QT plus 1 represents next state. Graphical symbol and logic diagram of D flip flop is same as SR flip flop, only the modification is what? You need to draw NOT gate or inverter, and you need to take a cable from the first AND gate to the next AND gate. Remaining things will be same. I hope the concept of D flip flop is clear. Now next flip flop is represented as a JK flip flop. Now see, in the JK flip flop, again it is depends on the SR flip flop conditions. But see, remember the truth table of SR? Do you remember? Right? SR flip flop contains 4 different conditions in the last condition of SR flip flop. That means if the value of S equals to 1 and value of R equals to 1, at that time intermediate state occurs. That means you cannot judge the next value, right? That is the limitation of SR flip flop only. So over here in the JK flip flop, what happens when there is a value J equals to 1 and the value of K equals to 1, in such cases the value of the next state is what? Q dash of T. Q dash of T means complemented value of QT. If the QT value is 0, at that time Q dash T would be 1 and vice versa. Now see, the JK flip flop is the refinement of SR flip flop, in that the intermediate condition of SR type flip flop is defined in JK flip flop. Now input J and K behaves like SR input, like set and clear. The truth table of JK flip flop is given here below. j equals to 0, k equals to 0, at that time next condition would be of no change. This is same as SR flip-flop. Similarly, when there is a value j equals to 0, k equals to 1, at that time reset occurs and the value is 0. Again, the value of j equals to 1, k equals to 0, at that time set occurs. So, first three value remains as it is like SR flip-flop truth table. What is the change? There is a change in the last condition in the SR flip-flop when the value of variable s equals to 1 and the value of r equals to 1. In those cases, with SR flip-flop, there is an intermediate state occurs. To remove that drawback or disadvantage, we have JK flip-flop in which if the value of j equals to 1 and the value of k equals to 1, at that time you will get the complemented value of qt. Only the last change is there. Now see, the graphical symbol of JK flip-flop is given over here. You can compare it with the SR flip-flop. You just need to replace S with J and R with K. Now you can copy the graphical symbol of SR and logical diagram of SR flip-flop and paste it over here. Now what you need to do with SR flip-flop, what we have done, R and S we have written over here, clock pulse we need to pass as a input. Now see, there is a change over here. What you need to do, whatever the output of Q is there, input of Q in this XOR gate, right? So what you need to do, this input you need to pass as a J, and this particular line's output XOR gate input is you need to pass in the variable K. So this is called complemented value of Q. If the value is 0, at that time complement would be 1. If the Q value is 1, at that time complemented value is 0. So in this way complement occurs. So you can compare JK flip-flop with the SR flip-flop. What is the change? In the last state, there is a condition 1, 1 occurs. At that time intermediate level occurs with a SR flip-flop, that is the limitation of SR. To remove that drawback, we have JK flip-flop. So over here with the JK flip-flop, what you need to do, you need to take a cable of output line from the input K. Similarly, you need to take a cable from Q dash to the variable J. The last flip-flop is called T flip-flop. You can compare T flip-flop with the JK flip-flop, but only what you need to do, there is only one input variable, that is called T. So for single input variable, there is only two possibilities, 0 and 1. So when 0 is there, no change state occurs. When 1 is there, Q dash T, that means complement value occurs. Let me share the truth table of JK flip-flop over here. What you need to do, you need to consider the first case and the last case. This both 0, 1 and 1, 1 condition don't come right now, no, don't consider it, right? And remaining truth table remains as it is, like Qt and Q dash T. No change, complement. You can see over here. No change, complement, Qt, Q dash T. The value of T is what? 0 and 1. Qt plus 1, which represents next state. So remember one thing, that when you want to apply only a single input variable which can be represented by T flip-flop, and which is the modification in the JK flip-flop. With JK flip-flop you have two input variable, with T flip-flop you have single input variable which can be designated by the variable T. T means toggle. Toggle means either on or off. Here is the graphical symbol of flip-flop T. Over here it is represented by variable T, and C is representation for the clock pulse, Q represents normal value, Q dash represents complemented value. Logical diagram of T flip-flop, what you need to do, you need to copy the JK flip-flop logic diagram, paste it over here, and as a input of this, only there is one variable which is called T, and that cable you can use as a insertion in the second AND gate. So this is called flip-flop. One more flip-flop is there which is called JK master and slave flip-flop, but we are not going to see that particular flip-flop in detail, right? So there are 5 types of flip-flop we have studied in previous session as well as in the current session. As this particular topic is important and we still have more time, so I want to repeat the previous session as well as our current session once again, right? Let us repeat the previous session regarding the flip-flop. A flip-flop is a type of sequential circuit. There are 2 types of circuit, one is called sequential and another is called combinational. So with the sequential circuit, if you want to provide storage element, at that time which concept is used? The concept of flip-flop. So what is flip-flop? It is a binary cell which is capable of storing 1 bit of information. Now see, you have 2 output variable, one is a normal variable, another is a complemented of the same variable which is represented by Q dash. Now see, it is made of different types of logic gates, but logic gate does not have capability to store data. So for such purpose we have flip-flop. Now if you want to change the binary state of data, at that time you need to use clock pulse. So with the flip-flop, when you attach clock, it is called flip-flop. But when there is a simple or transparent one, at that time it is considered as a latches. Latches generally used to store data, right? Now see, latches are faster and less power, and it takes a less power. Why? Because with flip-flop we have attached clock. So definitely one input is increased. So naturally the data would be faster, slower in that case. So comparative with the latches, flip-flop is slower and latches are more faster. Is that clear to everyone? And when you use the crossed coupled connection, it is identified by the feedback path. Here is the list of types of flip-flop. 5 flip-flop is there: SR, D, JK, T and JK master and slave. There are various fields in which flip-flops are used. Say for example, it is used for the data parallel data storage as well as for the serial data storage. Now parallel data storage means at the same time you are going to store the data, and in the serial data storage what happens? The data will be stored in the sequence. So it is represented using serial data storage. When you want to transfer the data, at that time also you can use the concept of flip-flop. Flip-flop can also be used for serial to parallel conversion. So when there is a requirement to convert your data from serial port to the parallel, at that time also you can use flip-flop. When you have counters, right, at that time also you can use flip-flop. And when there is a requirement of frequency division, that means when you want to divide the frequency of your signal, at that time also you can use the flip-flop. So these all are the applications of flip-flop in which you can use the flip-flop as a concept. Now let us begin with the first flip-flop, that is SR flip-flop. With SR you have three input. S stands for set, R stands for reset, and C stands for clock pulse. Clock pulse can be represented with the arrow shaped sign. When positive transition is there, at that time transition from 0 to 1 occurs. Now there are two output variable, one is called Q, another is called Q dash. Q represents normal value, Q dash represents complemented value. Here is the truth table of SR flip-flop. For two input variable, we need to have four possible combinations, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So when the value of R equals to 1, at that time reset occurs. When the value of S equals to 1, at that time set occurs. But there is a drawback of SR flip-flop, that when both the variable contains one value, at that time intermediate state occurs. So we cannot judge the next value of SR flip-flop. Here is the graphical symbol as well as logical diagram of SR flip-flop. We have passed R and S value, as well as the input of AND gate we passed clock pulses. After that, what we need to do with the two XOR gate, we need to use crossed coupled connection, which is referred by the feedback path. Now you can copy and paste it in the D flip-flop. With the SR flip-flop, there is four possible combinations. With D flip-flop, we have one input variable, so there is two possibilities, either 0 or 1. So 0 means clear to 0 and set means set to 1. You can copy the logic diagram and graphical symbol of SR flip-flop. Only the change you need to do is what? First change is, instead of S and R, there is only one input signal, that is D. In the logic diagram, what you need to do, you need to draw NOT gate over here with the first AND gate, and you need to take a cable from first AND gate to the next AND gate. The remaining portion remains as it is. Now, what is the next flip-flop? That is JK flip-flop. Again, there is a modification in the SR flip-flop. With SR flip-flop, last condition is intermediate state, so it is the drawback of SR. So now that is the advantage of JK only. Why? Because when you use JK flip-flop, at that time the last occurrence would be Q dash T, which is the complemented value of Q T. Now you can draw a graphical symbol. You need to input two variables like J and K, and clock can be denoted using arrow sign, and it can be represented using variable C. Q and Q dash both are the output variable. When dash is there, you need to draw a bubble sign over here. Now what you need to do, you need to copy the logic diagram of SR flip-flop, and whatever the output of Q is there, it can be used as a variable k, and whatever the output of q dash is there, that is used as a input of second AND gate, which can be represented by j. The last flip-flop is T flip-flop. T stands for toggle. Toggle means either on or off. So whatever the JK flip-flop output is there, right? So it is based, T flip-flop is based on the JK flip-flop, but only the difference is what? Over here we have single input variable, and with JK flip-flop we have two input variables. The output is Qt, which represents not changed state, and Q dash T represents complemented state. Here is the logic diagram and graphical symbol of T flip-flop. Because only one input is there, so we have one input line, and clock can be represented by arrow sign. The logical diagram of T flip-flop, you just need to copy the JK flip-flop diagram, and only what you need to change, instead of JK, only one input signal you need to pass in both the AND gate. Remaining condition will be same. There is no change in the JK flip-flop, right? Only the change is what? Number of input signal you have passed. So this is all about our today's session, as well as over here we have completed unit number 1, which is based on the topic digital logic circuit. Approximately 15 videos we have taken based on the unit number 1, and 2 revision session I have placed regarding K-map, right? So this is more than enough, I think so. And in the next session we will start unit number 2, that is digital component, right? So up till there, stay home, stay safe, goodbye everyone.